join me for our dramatic season premiere. Perhaps you may be able to help solve a mystery.
Good evening, everybody. I'm Richard Black, filling in for Robert Stack. Tonight's story is a springtime story in a sleepy town. Sleepy town, mostly normal. There was nothing normal about what happened to Mary. Join us tonight in a story of friendship, deceit, and ultimately disappearance. And maybe you can help solve a mystery. On the sleepy banks of the Snake River lies the small southern Idaho town of Rupert. After the building of the Minidoka Dam, electricity in the area was new, plentiful. And Rupert came to life as one of the first cities in the world to have its streets lit by electricity. Those quaint streets framed a central town square. The square that still stands today as the hub of the small farming town. And the gathering place of local families. Mary was born and raised here in Rupert, and although adventure at times called her to explore, she kept finding ways to come home.
If my words did glow with the gold,
she soon began her family and met lifelong friends inside Rupert's kind borders.
were played on the harp, unstrung. Would you hear my voice come through the music? Would you hold it near as it were your own? It's a hand-me-down. The thoughts are broken. Perhaps they're better left unsung.
Mary was mostly like the rest of us growing up here in the 60s and 70s. She was fun and outgoing, had a real good group of friends and a zest for life. She was very smart. So smart that she actually got to be in those advanced classes. You know, those ones in high school that they held classes out in the parking lot without the teacher? Yeah. You know, it wasn't until later in life, when she was leading Rupert for months and months at a time, that I started to sense something had shifted.
I met Mary a bit later on in life, but we hit it off immediately. Mary had many close friends. We were all drawn to her. She had this way of making you feel loved and important. And, you know, she could strike up a conversation with anybody, you know, at any time. You always had to budget in a little bit extra time with Mary because, you know, she would end up chatting a lot. She gave everyone the benefit of the doubt, not afraid to strike up conversations with random weirdos, or weirdo kids in the park or neighbors in the RV area. Once her and Tim started hitting the road more often, we here at home started to worry more and more about the people she associated with, and that new best friend creeped me out right away.
I am Mary's very good best friend. We've been business partners for the last 12 years. We first started out as having a crocheting business, but that didn't last very long because neither of us really knew how to crochet. We then moved on to being painters, specializing in murals, mostly of the baby Jesus and angels. The week that Mary went missing, it was a typical Monday, and we had had our morning coffee, and then she was in a little bit of a panic. She had to leave. She said she had a meeting to go to. It was around 10 or I don't know, maybe 11. She was gone for a very long time.
I am Mary and Beth's lawyer. The last time I saw her was at a meeting a while ago, but that's all I can really tell you. I don't know. I haven't seen her since.
When she came back, it was later in the afternoon. We had one last appointment that we needed to go to. It was over on Harrison and the corner of Harrison and Jefferson over there, and we had painted a mural of the baby Jesus wrapped and swaddled, bless his soul.
The last time I saw her in that meeting, she looked like it was in a hurry. I don't really have any more. I don't really remember more. It might come up later, but I don't really remember anything else.
The rest of the week was pretty normal, and we didn't see each other on that Thursday or that Friday, but every Thursday evening I usually go in and check our bank account, and I had noticed that our balance had tripled in size. Now, I had called Mary up and I said, Mary, this is Beth. Did you look at our last bank statement? And she said, yes, I did. And I said, Mary, this is tripled in size. And she said, I received an inheritance, and we didn't need to worry about anything. And this was going to help us get ahead on our angels and baby Jesus mural paintings. And this would help with supplies. Maybe we could get some help because our hands were definitely getting sore. So it struck me it was very peculiar that Mary had had this money dropped into our bank account when we were definitely breaking even on most of our jobs.
You know, it's all just been very strange. I haven't found any evidence of any paintings or murals anywhere, almost like the company didn't even exist. There's something off about Beth.
After that phone call, I had not heard or seen Mary since. I know that she had some trouble with her daughter. I can't really tell you exactly because Mary was pretty private when it came to her personal relationships. I do know that one time I saw Mary on the phone with her daughter, very upset. Came in and I had said, Mary, what's wrong? And she had said, oh, nothing. My daughter and I just got into it again. So I left it alone. You know, I had called our lawyer, Mitchell. And he had told me that I didn't need to worry. And I said, Mitch, it's our business. This money's in our bank account. Where did this come from? And he said, you know, Beth, this is between me and Mary, and it is not appropriate that I speak to you about it. And I thought, well, shoot.
All Mary told me was she doesn't want me to tell Beth very much of the information because some of it is dangerous information from what I've heard. I don't know.
I mean, hell, I don't really know what you want me to say. I mean, Tim and Mary rode in there in that train and that truck and the big old fifth wheel, I don't know, maybe a month or two ago. I saw them outside a lot, though. I mean, we got to know each other pretty good in a short amount of time. She was nice, that one. He was pretty quiet. But she sure was nice. She was real talkative, and she had a lot to say. Yeah, there was a lot of action in the park that week that she went missing. Let's see, that lawyer kept coming by in his fancy Volkswagen, and he came over, I don't know, 3 or 4 times early in the week, kept talking about papers needing signed and this and that, something about some sort of bank account. You know, I don't trust them banks. I keep all my money in mason jars up there behind, well, back there where I got the dogs buried is where I keep my money. I don't want anybody touching mine because, you know, you can't trust anybody nowadays. You know, people are all out to get your stuff and get your identification and all that kind of stuff. And I'm just like, no way, not with me. I ain't leaving a trail or a trace anywhere because you just never know who's going to get you.
Well, we haven't found any evidence of Mary's disappearance. I can tell you that Beth seems to know more than she's telling us.
If I remember right, Beth came over super late Thursday night. Yeah, it was definitely Thursday night, and it was awful late because I remember me and the dog, we were looking out the window there of the trailer because I had Popeyes that was getting delivered by that Uber guy. Sure enough, didn't even come to my trailer, went to their trailer. And I watched Beth and Mary sit there and open up the bag and just start eating it right out there in front of me. They didn't even check the receipt or anything. That was supposed to go to me, but, you know, none of this is a real big surprise. I kind of saw something like this coming a mile away, to be honest with you. With her fascination of aliens and the supernatural, I'll tell you what, you kick that dog enough, eventually he's going to bite. You know, her daughter was quite hysterical. She was downright upset. I mean, and I can't really blame her with what all of her problems she's had, and now this.
I know that she had some trouble with her daughter.
I don't know what else you guys want from me. I've answered all your questions. Yes, we fought. Yes, that happened. But it hasn't happened in a long time. We've been in a better place. I don't know what else to tell you. There's been so much going on. It's been so stressful. I think you need to look at Beth. I've only met her a couple times, but Beth is bad news. I'm telling you, she's bad news, and I don't know why you guys are not looking at her right now instead of being here and bothering me. My mother is missing. Why are you here? I don't understand what you want from me. It was Thursday, the last time I saw her, like I told you. She was upset. There was something about banking and meeting issues, and she was getting all these phone calls from these blocked numbers, and she was really stressed out and freaked out, and that's all I know. That's all I know.
Yes. But, you know, she just kept saying, I can't believe Beth did this. I just can't believe Beth did this. She says that, you know what, with all the money problems they've been having in the business, and you know, ever since Mary got that really bad crocheting injury, that daughter just says Beth's been out to get her because she just can't hold up her end of the bargain or something like that. I don't know. It was kind of hard to hear. I listened to most of their conversations through the walls of the trailer. I got this little gadget that helps me hear a little bit better, so I can keep track of everything, because you know what, with every other weirdos and stuff in this park.
We followed a lot of leads, but the case keeps running cold. Even talked to that crazy conspiracy nut next door. I can tell you one thing, though. We found no traces of any paintings or murals of this business.
I haven't found any evidence of any paintings or murals anywhere. I haven't heard from my mom since that Thursday. And, she was very stressed, but she didn't give me any information as to what was going on. I just don't know.
It's hard to know that your best friends could be out there, something horrible, and I just don't know what to think.
The one witness we have just seems to refuse to say anything at all.
So what did happen to Mary that fateful spring day? Was it a friendship and business partnership gone bad? Was she escaping something sinister and dangerous? Or was there something to what the neighbor said? Was this aliens or something of the supernatural? If you have any information regarding this case, please call our hotline. Until then, join us next time on another episode of Unsolved Mysteries. And stuff in this park. You just
I've been Mary's best friend for several years. Best bet was getting involved in painting, specializing in mostly murals of the baby Jesus or angels of some sort. And murals mostly of the baby Jesus.
Beth can access a little bit of the information. No personal stuff yet. Stuff that she doesn't know.
I enjoy lots of time on the playground. There's a purple monster laying in the park.
Creeping up the floor.